Your mom describes your dad as your best friend when you were younger. What made him your best friend?
I'm really just a spinning image of him. We're like the same person, same type of heart, same compassion for people.
So CJ has always been very close to his dad. He's an amazing father, always very active, always the coach. And if he couldn't be the coach, he was holding the equipment. He was gonna find his way onto the court or onto the field.
He would always tell me, like, you're gonna make it. Football or basketball or baseball, like, instilling, like, faith, instilling, like, hope into me. The only dad I knew was just a very, very affectionate, loving father, pastor, community activist. And so, like, when everything kind of, like, pivoted, it was a big, big shock for me.
A beloved local pastor has received his sentence for a 2015 drug-related carjacking incident.
I felt like betrayed. I felt like I was backdoored.
Robbery.
I just felt like
Sexual battery.
Like, why?
Attempting to evade arrest by jumping into the San Diego Bay.
Like, why would you do that?
It devastated CJ because I was his best friend. So he felt like, Mom, he asked me, Mom, what am I gonna do now? Should I still play sports, Mom? Can I?
Stroud has been sentenced to 38 years to life in Folsom State Prison.
I think he was processing through losing, because even though his father is still alive, in essence, he lost his father.
The news comes as a shock to many Rancho locals.
Yeah, I kind of would say I turned into like a cold-hearted person. I always was a happy-go-lucky kid. I became very introverted. I was ashamed and I was embarrassed. Then I met some people that were going through things as well. And those guys weren't always doing the best things. And, you know, we started struggling at the house.
We went down to one income. It was a very low income. Took on a position at a self-storage facility, and by the grace of God, it had an apartment. We probably would have been homeless. And CJ, he would say, I'm gonna get you out of this. I promise I am.
My hurt manifested in two ways. It manifested going down the wrong path, and then it transitioned and manifested to sports and football. Man, there wasn't a day that I wasn't on that field grinding.
Check, right 90, right 90.
In that weight room, trying to get better, watching film.
You got a spat, bro. That's how we gonna win
I think it was in that time that he really found his love for football.
I done it.
How long was the period of not speaking to your dad?
Sophomore to like senior year, I barely talked to him. And then I was gonna leave for college early. I wanted to let him know, because he started everything. So I started forgiving around that time. I was looking for closure of my childhood. Then this is like in college where I forgave him and I told him I forgave him. He called me on a random night. I was like a freshman in college, and I remember around that time, like I was getting death threats and like Ohio State fans hated me. And I told him about everything, and he was like, okay, like I get all that, but like, how are you? And I just broke down. I was like, man, this is hard. Like being a man is hard. I told myself I was gonna do this. I think forgiveness, it's about sacrifice. Sacrificing, being vulnerable. Like really accepting the truth. And I accepted my dad's flaws, I accepted my dad's wrongdoings, and I accepted my wrongdoings in it as well. And I felt way better about it. It's the best I felt in years. And man, I just feel like a kid again. I can be like joyful.
At the center of every story is a pursuit.
No matter who you are, what you've done, good or bad, there's always room for love.
And sometimes it takes us into the darkest of moments.
There's always room for second chance.
The Houston Texans select.
There's always room for forgiveness.
I love you, Dad. I'm doing this for you.
But that pursuit reveals our deepest color and our truest self.
Texans!
The Stroud father and son have a great connection today. While he's still in prison, CJ's dad watches every snap and is so proud to tell everyone that that is his son. They speak regularly and check in after games, and his mom said that CJ is more free and happy to have this renewed relationship he was not sure he'd get back.
I'm Carissa Thompson with Thursday Night Football. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see interviews with your favorite players, the best stories from the NFL, and of course the crazy things we get into during TNF Nightcap all season long. And remember, you can hang out with us live during Thursday Night Football each week only on Prime.